controversy, wealth and knowledge. What is important? Hello. Greetings, I am Husa Mori. Greetings from the Forge of Fate. Now I will tell you about the date, July 30th, 2023. Prime number 3 plus 0 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 17, 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. Main number of dates July 30th, 2023. For those born on this date, the main number is the number of that person's destiny. For the people who live this day, their destiny number cooperates with or opposes the main number of the day. Your destiny number is encoded in your birth date. It is determined by the sum of the numbers of the year, month, and day in which you were born. You cannot change it, it shows the direction you should follow, whether it is in your heart or not. Determines the conditions for performing the work for which you are suitable, the people you will meet, and the place designated for your development. Since the path cannot be changed, you must carefully choose the work for which it gives you the most favorable opportunities and attract to yourself harmonizing vibrations. The number 8 symbol is one of the 4 balance sheets that a calculator can replace these days. 8 Diamond 8, Pluto. This is the number of material successes. It stands for reliability brought to perfection, as it is represented by a double square. Divided by 2, it has equal parts, 4 plus 4. If we divide it once more, the resulting parts will also be equal, 2, 2, 2, 2, indicating a fourfold equilibrium. The number 8 brings victory, mainly in the material sphere. Often, after a hard struggle. People with a destiny number of 8 are receptive but often do not find understanding from others and suffer from loneliness. They hide their thirst for spiritual closeness and warmth under the mask of external coldness and alienation. They do not like anything superficial and ephemeral. They love order and material security. They achieve everything with great effort and with their own strength. Their way of life is distinguished by constancy, and often, especially when they are already close to old age, they reach material security. People of this type are characterized by persistence and a sober view of life. They hold rules and laws in high esteem. These are people who are pragmatic, prudent in everything, careful, meticulous, and methodical, very hardworking, and persistent in achieving their plans and goals. They rarely find themselves in a subordinate position. In their lives, people of this type pursue material well-being more, they need to be sure of tomorrow. They are prone to melancholy. They can always be relied upon, as they are capable of absolute fidelity. This is 8, the number of material successes. It is businesslike and nimble, practical and cunning. He never dreams and thinks little. He prefers action. Nothing could stand in the way of his success. He is able to break the barriers that he cannot jump over. Strong, solid, and bursting with health, the 8 know how to make friends. Success is promised to him. He loves comfort and stops at nothing. He can engage in various activities with surprising results. It is supported by an extraordinary memory and resistance to all trials. There is no room for chimeras with him. At the same time, it realizes its projects and puts them in perspective. Because he demands a lot from his surroundings, he happens to be lied to by his subordinates, associates, and people with whom he shares his life. In response to this, he is often surrounded by a group of parasites who live at his expense and attend royal feasts. It has its own small mafia in the likeness of ordinary gangsters. Like them, it can sometimes become unscrupulous. 8 is secure in its material success in business and politics. Whatever happens, it will accumulate money. But it could also end up in prison. A sign of intelligence, the number 8 will get along well with the 2, which will bring its poise, with the 4, which will give it security, and with the 7, which will never suffer from loneliness. Road 8 will be wide and functional. You must be nimble, intriguing, and actionable. Wealth will reward you. Associates 8 have a sense of responsibility and leadership, with varying degrees of extrasensory, telepathic, or telekinetic abilities. Furthermore, in Theosophy, the occult number associated with Jesus Christ is 888, a symbol of universal love, infinite humanity, and a sense of responsibility. There were 8 people saved on Noah's Ark, with Noah being the 8th. Event plan: good development for material life. Need for more self-control, experience, and enterprise. Financial gains and success: a stable partnership. Effective actions aimed at personal fulfillment. Struggle and successful realization of material plans and goals. Negative sides: recklessness, intransigence, stubbornness, and fanaticism, uncompromisingness, intrusiveness, arrogance, and touchiness. Authoritarianism and the tendency to take forceful action, selfishness, jealousy, extravagance, and a marked sense of possessiveness, collisions, limitations, losses, bankruptcy. Suitable professions: law, politics, medicine, construction, and trade. Social administration, humanities, and parapsychology, ability to hold management positions and leadership positions. The date of the day is 30. The numbers 3 and 0. The number 3. A troika lives under the sign of the triangle. The number 3 stands for sustainability and is symbolized by a triangle representing the past, present, and future. The number unites talent and cheerfulness and symbolizes the possibility of adjustment. 3 is characterized by strength, aggressiveness, effectiveness, organization, decisive overcoming of difficulties, and the ability to work. In a day, a month, or a year, the 3 can bravely fight against all obstacles and win. A symbol of the child with its innocence and simplicity. It exudes inexperience and great energy. Curiosity to discover new things. Along with the 0 itself, it is raising a new level of understanding. An opportunity for something new. Great drive and a high probability of success. For the month of July 7th, Mars, Amethyst, Aquamarine. Number 7, Perfection. From his square in the basic triad above it, 3 and 4, man studies the completion and refinement of the great cosmic number 7 and notes its repetition in the 7 days of the week, the 7 colors, the 7 tones of the scale, and the 7 planets. He takes his first initiation and retires from the world of action. He discovered that the week is not the closing number in man's cycle and that his material duties are not yet finished. 7 Wisdom, solitude. Master the weapon of insightful analysis. Work on your spirit to become a good counselor or priest. Be alone, but not lonely. Engage with theories and principles. Constantly expand your erudition with useful knowledge. Do not accumulate property and wealth. Your material deprivation will be compensated with spiritual treasures. Rest, study, reflect, be more silent, and recognize yourself. Don't seek cooperation, don't be a leader. Learn to see the invisible. You will find your chance more in what you receive than in what you purposefully seek. Live in quiet places away from the hustle and bustle. The appeal of Path 7 is to individuals who need a clear theory of life. The element is water, deep and quiet. The number 7 is associated with the divine principle. The help of angels brings luck. Thus, spiritual growth is related to revealing the laws of nature. The spiritual man becomes a scientist who admires the Father Creator and studies the creation. 7 is the connection of the material with the spiritual. One finds one's place in the whole circle. The accumulation of wealth and prestige becomes meaningless. The real wealth is knowledge and people. The year in the date has 3 digits, 2, 0, 2, 3. The sum of these numbers again makes 7. Thus, Mother 2 helps her child 3 achieve perfection with her own experience and observation. 7. The child must be left alone to observe, discover, and learn about the world. Too much care would lead to isolation and insufficient information about the world. The mother protects but does not hinder development. The mother is the person who teaches the child that he does not need someone else's shoulder to survive. For date July 30, 2023. The 8 as the main number gives direction to material well-being. 7 in month and year gives the need for constant monitoring. Use science and observation to achieve material success. The material is the basis for reaching the divine laws and rules. You might get money. You may spend money. Don't worry, it is an investment that will pay back many times over, especially if it is for education. This was from me, Husa Mori.